Did you know that the fully operational J-20 fighter jet, once the object of military enthusiasts' deepest desires, is no longer just a concept? It is now a reality, a fleet of aircraft clad in matte black, streaking across China's skies at terrifying speeds. The formal deployment of the J-20, equipped with China's indigenous WS-15 engine, signifies far more than an upgrade to a fighter model. It represents a revolutionary leap in aerospace power that profoundly alters the balance of air superiority across the Western Pacific and the world. Once, Chinese fighter jets were held back by their engines. Now, a powerful Chinese heart, delivering a maximum thrust of 18.5 tons and a thrust-to-weight ratio exceeding 10, is unleashing the J-20's long-suppressed potential. It propels the fighter toward its peak combat capability, 1.8 Mach supersonic cruise. Behind this achievement lies decades of arduous ascent and ultimate reversal by China's aviation industry. Let us focus on the core of this revolution, the WS-15 MI engine. 4 fifth-generation stealth fighters, the ability to sustain prolonged supersonic flight without activating fuel-inefficient afterburners, known as supersonic cruise capability, is a defining hallmark that sets them apart from previous generations. Historically, this distinction was almost exclusively held by the American F-22 Raptor. However, the emergence of the WS-15 has shattered this monopoly. It enables the J-20 to cruise continuously at speeds between Mach 1.5 and 1.8, with high-altitude test performance approaching Mach 2.0. What does this mean? To put it in perspective, at supersonic cruise, the J-20 could fly from Beijing to Shanghai in just about 25 minutes. When conducting interception missions in the East China Sea Air Defense Identification Zone, its response time could be reduced by 40%, enabling it to reach airspace 800 kilometers away within 20 minutes. This speed advantage delivers not only tactical surprise but also strategic deterrence, drastically compressing adversaries' decision-making and reaction windows. More crucially, the WS-15 surpasses former benchmarks in key performance metrics. Its maximum thrust of 18.5 tons exceeds that of the F119PW100 engine powering the American F-22 Raptor. A thrust-to-weight ratio exceeding 10 similarly signifies China's world-leading status in developing top-tier high-thrust turbofan engines with low bypass ratios. This is more than a numbers game. When two WS-15 engines are installed in the J-20's rear fuselage, the immense power they deliver forms the foundation for the fighter's exceptional maneuverability. The J-20 thus achieves superior high-speed maneuverability compared to the F-22, demonstrating greater ease in both stable high-speed turns and transitions between high-speed and low-speed maneuvers. Military analysts even note that the J-20's instantaneous high-speed turning capability has surpassed that of the F-22. This means that in close-range aerial combat, the fully operational J-20 will be able to secure more advantageous attack positions. The benefits of this powerful engine are comprehensive. Beyond speed and agility, the J-20's range and combat radius have been significantly extended. Thanks to the WS-15's higher fuel efficiency and thrust, the J-20 can achieve an astonishing combat radius of 2,000 kilometers using only internal fuel, with a maximum range exceeding 4,000 kilometers. This range means that J-20 fighters taking off from coastal bases in China can effectively cover the entire first island chain, and even project influence into the vast seas beyond, significantly reducing reliance on forward bases and aerial refueling. By comparison, the F-22's combat radius is approximately 850 kilometers. In the vast Western Pacific theater, the J-20's advantages in long-range penetration and sustained combat operations are self-evident. Of course, as another cornerstone of fifth-generation fighters, stealth performance has also been meticulously optimized on the J-20. The iconic matte black paint scheme we see on the J-20, reminiscent of a dark night, is not merely a color change, but a direct manifestation of its next-generation stealth coating. This coating absorbs radar waves across a broader frequency band, further reducing the aircraft's radar cross-section. Simultaneously, the J-20's airframe underwent meticulous reshaping to accommodate the WS-15 engine. Its dorsal profile was raised, earning it the fan-coined nickname, thick neck, or big neck, design. This modification not only accommodates additional avionics or fuel but also optimizes airflow distribution across the transonic spectrum, reducing aerodynamic drag. The engine nozzles feature advanced serrated edges that effectively scatter radar waves. Combined with a new ceramic-based composite coating that suppresses infrared radiation, These enhancements drastically reduced the J-20's detectability by radar and infrared sensors from the rear. Internal U.S. military assessments have admitted that detecting the J-20 is as unreliable as flipping a coin. A formidable platform demands equally potent armaments. The J-20's internal weapons bays enable it to carry potent weapon systems while maintaining stealth. Its primary air combat loadout typically includes 4 6PL-15 medium to long-range air-to-air missiles with a range exceeding 200 kilometers, alongside 2 PL-10 short-range dogfight missiles. The PL-15, with its massive kill zone enabled by dual-pulse engines, poses a severe threat to enemy airborne early warning aircraft, tankers, and other critical aerial nodes. Analysis further suggests the J-20 could integrate longer-range missiles like the PL-17, further expanding its advantage in beyond visual range air combat through earlier detection and first strike capability. In missions requiring sacrifice of partial stealth for maximum firepower, the J-20's beast mode reveals its terrifying potential. Its maximum external payload reaches 11-12 tons, capable of carrying up to 14 air-to-air missiles. Looking beyond the individual aircraft's impressive capabilities reveals a broader picture. The mass deployment of the J-20 is driving profound changes in the Chinese Air Force's combat system. First, in terms of production capacity, China has established a stable and efficient J-20 production line, supported by a 98% domestic production rate for critical components like the WS-15 engine. Annual J-20 output is estimated to have stabilized around 100 aircraft. By 2025, its total fleet size had surpassed 300 aircraft, both in terms of operational numbers and production pace. It has outstripped the US F-22 fleet, whose production line has long been shut down. This signifies that the Chinese Air Force is rapidly assembling the world's largest fleet of heavy fifth-generation stealth fighters. Second, the J-20 is emerging as the core node in future manned, unmanned collaborative combat systems. Notably, the two-seat J-20's variant allows its rear pilot to specialize in commanding multiple loyal wingman drones like the Z-11. During exercises, such formations have demonstrated the capability to simultaneously lock onto and engage multiple targets. The J-20's powerful sensors, combined with high-speed data links, enable seamless integration with platforms like the KJ-500 early warning aircraft. This facilitates a joint kill chain, where one aircraft fires while another guides the missile, elevating the entire combat system's effectiveness to new heights. In contrast, some foreign fifth-generation fighter programs, which initially overemphasized individual aircraft performance at the expense of slow system integration, now face the pressure of being overtaken on the curve. Looking back at the J-20's evolutionary path, from its maiden flight relying on Russian-made L-31F engines, to mid-phase upgrades with the domestically produced WS-10C Taihong variant delivering 15-ton thrust, and finally to today's fully integrated WS-15 version, a clear trajectory of technological ascent emerges. The success of the WS-15 has eliminated the final major bottleneck in China's advanced fighter development, marking a historic leap from long-term followership to parallel development, and even leadership in certain areas of aviation engine technology. It not only enables the J-20 to achieve its originally envisioned perfect form, but also lays a solid propulsion foundation for China's sixth-generation fighter development. Its core engine technology and R&D experience will serve as invaluable assets for next-generation projects like variable cycle engines. The birth of the fully realized J-20 signifies not only that the Chinese Air Force has acquired an unstoppable sword, but also that China has mastered the complete capability to forge this sword independently. The skies over the Western Pacific have thus ushered in a new chapter in the story,